Good morning from IMTS 2024. We're here at the Iscar booth, and we're going to take some time this morning to show you some of our latest technologies related to 3D printing of our cutting tools for milling, turning, and hole making applications. One of the technologies that we're featuring here at IMTS this year is the 3D printing that has become an integral part of our design and manufacture of cutting tools. And we're going to speak about some of the important features that 3D printing is adding to the cutting tool that is a big benefit. One of those being coolant ports and optimizing coolant flow and pressure right to the cutting edge, and how that pinpointed coolant can impact the utilization and improve tool life, sometimes upwards of 50% or more if you're machining difficult materials. One of the displays that we have is a guitar that was designed by Dean Zielinski, one of the famous designers in the guitar world. And this represents collaboration of manufacturing technologies on the machine tool side, Akuma, on the cutting tool side, Iscar, of course, and then it was programmed using Mastercam software. And it's one of the nice displays that you can stop by the booth, take a look at, learn how we went about manufacturing it, and learn the different tools that were used to create the different features on the guitar. We're here at the milling section of Iscar's booth at IMTS 2024, and I'm going to introduce you to one of our product specialists for the milling product lines, Keith Carlisle, and he's going to go over some of the new products that we've introduced that are impacted by the 3D printing of the cutting tools. Take it away.
Thank you, Tom. Let's go over and look here first at the quick D-mill. When we look at the quick D-mill, this tool allows us to drop straight in and then take off sideways. But as we have a 3D printed solution, we can have coolant ports going in that have actual flow dynamics, as you saw with Tom's demonstration over here. This gives us the ability to really enhance what the cutter can do, be very quick, get the chips out of the way, keep the heat down. With a cutter like this, we can now also have those flow dynamics and on some very small inserts in a tightly constrained environment like a T-slot, and we can keep the heat down, get the chips evacuated out of there, and get a very stable cut, where very often it's difficult to perform that. Not so much a new concept in cutting, but with the ability to add all these porting, these high feed tools can be extremely aggressive. We can ramp at a much higher rate now than we could before, which allows us to reach into a pocket. Those are some of the neat things that we can do with 3D printing to enhance our cutting tools. Any other questions or thoughts? Please reach out.
Okay, we're at the drilling section of Iscar's booth here at IMTS 2024, and we're going to turn the mic over to Pat Klein. He's our National Product Manager in the USA for Holemaking products, and he's going to lead you through some of the new products that have been introduced and some of those that have been produced with the 3D printing technologies to optimize the coolant right to the drill tip itself. So, Pat, take it away.
Thanks, Tom, and I'd like to thank you all for joining us this morning. I'd like to show you some of the new things. We're going to first talk about SumoCam, which is our most versatile drilling line that we have with the largest breadth and width of the product offering. And in that, we're going to start talking about more applications where we can utilize it. And one of those applications is going to be in our Pico system. So a lot of Swiss high-volume machines, quick turnover, no downtime. So of course, it has a SumoCam connection, which we can change the heads every 4,000ths increment up to a 20,000ths range on these small diameters. And so this is something new for us to make it fit into the Pico holder, the Pico pass cut holder that's already in a lot of Swiss machines. So now you can not only replace the insert itself, but you can replace the drill body. And we go from 4mm 157 up to 10mm 390. And so now you can quickly change this with our versatile SumoCam drilling line. And then this particular tool, along with another modular type of system where we've expanded it into our multi-master connection. And so now, again, same diameter ranges starting out in the brand new for the line is 4mm 157 up to 10mm 390. And so this utilizes, as Tom mentioned, both this and the Pico version use our computational fluid dynamic software to maximize the coolant ports and coolant flow. And in order to achieve that, we have to 3D print it. And so that gives us nice, smooth transitions within the coolant passages, allows us to optimize the coolant. Therefore, we can know whenever we do a drilling operation, one of the challenging things is chip evacuation, and that actually limits how fast you can drill Well, now we're trying to do the best of both and optimize that coolant. So both of these products I just mentioned, they're both 3D printed. In order to achieve that, also within our SumoCam family, we're trying to do some specific targeted things for industries such as beam drilling or structural steel. You know, a lot of times the application is such that the drilling depth is very shallow, but maybe you need a long reach. So we've got new bodies. There are it's SumoCam-BD for beam drilling. So the body is rigid, very solid all the way down with a short amount of flutes. We have a special new geometry of SumoCam head that's almost flat bottom. It also pushes the forces out radially. Therefore, you have very minimal burr on the back side. So now they can eliminate a second operation of having to deburr that. And those are just some of the new things that are coming out within the SumoCam line itself. And that's basically within the SumoCam family, that's our brand new items. We continue to push and expand it to increase our customers' productivity. We want to be your productivity partner. So that's kind of new in the SumoCam line.
We're here at Iscar's turning kiosk, and I'm going to introduce you to Clay East, the National Product Manager in the USA for the turning, parting, and grooving products. And he's going to speak to you about some of the new technologies, especially those designed and manufactured with 3D metal printing. And Clay, take it away.
All right. We're here at the Iscar booth at IMTS in Chicago, and I want to demonstrate or show off a little bit of our new system called NeoSwiss. This is going to be for the Swiss machining, for the Swiss machines out there. This is an interchangeable head, and we really focused in on the repeatability and the rigidity of this system because we didn't feel like both of those were combined in a system previously. So the strong point of this is going to be the repeatability, the rigidity. It's plus or minus 0.8 repeatability. And these heads are 3D printed, so we use a computer program called CFD to actually make sure that we're getting the most flow rate, most coolant down to the cutting edge as possible. So that's the new NeoSwiss line that we introduced here new for 2024. So another line that we want to outline here is called the Quick T-Lock. So we found a niche for multitasking machines where now we have multi-directional turning tools that we're going to be able to utilize on those multitasking machines. So the Quick T-Lock will give you the ability to utilize that multitasking machine rotating head to go in and use an insert with 3 cutting edges to get into profiling up against shoulders and all types of different operations. Now, we also made these in the 1-inch shanks, the 1 1/4 shanks, 3/4 shanks, because we didn't want to leave those guys out either. So you can utilize these in the profiling, but also in fast feed as well. So when you kick that lead angle over, you can actually get a fast feed and bump your metal removal rates through the roof. And this is the new Quick T-Lock turning system.
Okay, to conclude, we hope we've shown you some new technologies on what's going to impact productivity and metalworking in the future. Visit us at iscar.com to keep up to date with the latest technologies, and we look forward to seeing you in your shop. Thank you.